The third goal of the media project is really about technology, teaching people in the program how to produce their own media. In this case, we used digital stories and the format of digital stories to tackle global issues of significance to our students, issues that they themselves defined, and then told stories through the technology.
The most challenging thing is working on our digital stories, because they have to be very strong so that they affect the people who watch them.
A digital story is another way of using your voice. It's another way of speaking, and it's a more powerful way of speaking because your audience can be anyone in the world. It can be your family, it can be your neighbor, it can be your audience, be kids across the globe, but through the use of technology and the internet, it can become very, very powerful as a way to express your own personal opinion about an issue that you feel passionate about. And that's the strength in these stories. They're not reports, they're not analyses, they're not treatises, but they're an example of how the kids in this program have taken an issue that they feel strongly about, and they've created images and text and music and a script to really express themselves personally in a way that will reach a much wider audience than they ever could have before.
My partner and I looked into global media and the effect that that has on our opinions politically, economically, socially.
Global media are powerful.
They bring us together, from Oman to the Mad River, Jordan to Vermont.
Global media companies introduce us to new cultures, ideas, and people.
But they filter stories through a corporate commercial lens.
With the click of a mouse, people can access information from around the world.
But much of that information is selected by major media players. In the US, 90% of media content is owned by 6 media companies. This is corporate censorship.
In Jordan, a newspaper editor can be fined or jailed for publishing material against gang. This is government censorship. Global media are like fire.
They can be used for good, but they can be extremely dangerous.
Media influence the way we think and feel.
Are we going to let governments and corporate media owners shape our own stories? Too often we accept without criticism what we see, hear, and read. Let's educate ourselves about the peril and promise of our global media system. It is our right to create and distribute our own stories. Global media should tell all of our stories.
A fourth big goal of the media program really was about leadership. How do we encourage, support, teach our students, the people in the program from both Jordan and Vermont, to be more civically engaged in their communities, in classrooms and schools. When they leave the program, how do they take what they've learned and go out into their communities and really make a difference?
The point is that you have to educate yourself. That sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, but you can't just watch Fox News and form an opinion about everything from that.
Knowledge is for action, and with opportunity comes responsibility. And all of us as global citizens have the opportunity, and we also have the responsibility to step up and to try and make changes, however small, in our world, to make the world a better place. That's part of the vision of Project Harmony. It's not just enough to learn new things or to have new experiences, but we need to act on them. We need to have a vision for change, a vision for action. So there's an action component in this program, which is really a charge. It's really a challenge that we're giving to these young people, that with these new experiences that you've had as a result of the media program, that we're asking you to go out, we're asking you to step up and make a difference in the world.